Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Skip. Your absolute insanity gives me something to enjoy, something to laugh at, and something to share with all of you beautiful people. Skip. Good job, Skip. Skip Bayless. Bayless places Angel Reese in GOAT conversation after WNBA All-Star Game. Now, for those of you still with me, didn't faint or get enraged and smash your TV or whatnot, the headline is a little deceiving. It's a lot deceiving, but that's okay. I understand why they did it. They need you to get you to read further. So there's a yes and no to this. Obviously, he's not saying she's the greatest basketball player of all time. Although, considering some of Skip's takes, it would not surprise me. However, he does call her the GOAT in one respect, which is also ridiculous. So, W 2024 WNBA All-Star Game was perhaps the greatest spectacle in the history of women's basketball. Probably true. Look, I think they drew like 10,000 fans last year. This one drew not quite double, but that was because that was the limit for the arena. I believe the limit was 18,000, maybe 18 and change. Unfortunately, being an all-star game, it's not easy to move at the last second, and there was never any guarantee when they had done this and set it up, as they have to far in advance, that there was going to be a Caitlin Clark and here at the game and all that. So I'm not going to blame anybody for not going for an arena that seats more than 18, but that is why there was a limit. I can't wait to see the TV ratings, which of course I will share with all of you. So, and it was a great game. Like, everything went well this weekend. It was the best the WNBA could get out of it. Unfortunately, it's still all the same people, so you'll get a lot of people doing dumb things, like the video I showed you where Cheryl Reeve got seated next to an ex-player on the plane to the All-Star game, and she immediately got up and switched seats with someone else from the Minnesota Lynx. I mean, like, oh, the most petty, pathetic human being on the planet. Cheryl Reeve, shout out, baby. So, but other than that, as far as the weekend, the game itself, the only thing you could have added, and you saw the one that she even said on the court, someone was it, I forget who it was to, that she was going to get a logo three. She took one at the end of the half, I believe, and just it did everything but go in and out. I shared her reaction to it. That was the only thing missing was a logo three. The game was incredibly exciting. Team USA beat the Olympic team, which I think a lot of people wanted to see happen. Caitlin Clark, she didn't light it up scoring because she wasn't shooting well from three, but she did everything else well, including defended. She ran that offense, even though she was being picked up full court because Cheryl Reeve is a crazy person. But anyway, I'm getting a little off track. Sorry about that. We'll get back to Skip. So, Angel Reese was a huge part of this, finished the game with 12 points and 11 rebounds, 5 of which were offensive rebounds, 17 of which were off her own misses. Obviously, I'm kidding. Relax, breathe. But some were off her own misses. We know how that works. And after seeing Reese's rebounding abilities, you haven't seen it before, Skip Bayless has crowned Reese's basketball's offensive rebounding GOAT during a segment on Undisputed Monday. And by the way, because we're going to get to it, there's more to that. It gets crazier. I'm going to give Angel Reese an A plus because she was extraordinary. I've got to say it. I'm pretty sure she is the best offensive rebounder I've ever seen. Ready for it? Men's or women's, Bayless added. Rachel Nichols then asked Bayless whether she places him above NBA legend Dennis Rodman more than Rodman on offensive. Rodman wasn't just offense. She's half offense. Like, her rebounds are 50-50 offensive rebounds. And again, as we all know, it's because half of her offensive rebounds are her own missed layups. Relax, Angel Reese fans. This is not my fault. Stop getting people like Skip to say stupid things and I don't have to, what seems to you, be critical about Angel Reese. Because I'm really criticizing Skip because he's ignoring reality. So I have to point out reality. If that upsets you that it makes Angel Reese look bad, talk to Skip. I'm sure he's got contact information somewhere. And this cracked me up because I saw this clip. I thought she was kind of the lightning rod to kind of hold off Team USA. Yes, Reese was the reason they held off Team USA. That's absolutely insane. When he talked about her rebounding too, in the clip that I saw, I mentioned that didn't play a lot of minutes, which, well, for an All-Star game, I think she did actually. In fact, I thought it was a little crazy because she played more than Bonner. She played more than Jonquel Jones, which is nuts. Really, the three you see right here, Nika, Arike, and Caitlin, are the only three that played more than. Well, no, one more might have played more than Angel, but not much more. But they were the most right here. And Caitlin Clark, obviously 26 is very low for her. But I mean, Hamby only played 4. Jones only played 8. Aaliyah Boston only played 9. I'm sorry, but I love you, Cheryl Miller, but some of these minutes are absurd. Jonquel Jones plays 16 minutes and Reese gets 18. Aaliyah Boston only gets 9. Are you kidding me? And here's the interesting thing, though, because Skip was like, "Oh, well, in limited minutes." Well, in those limited minutes, Angel Reese managed to take more shots than Caitlin Clark. The only player who took more shots than Angel Reese was Arike. Think about that for a second. Angel Reese is taking the second most shots on the All-Star team. That's insane. Oh my goodness, you Skip, you're getting me off track again. You got me focused on something else I didn't even realize. But I think I can play a brief bit of this here. I think this is set up to listen to Skip actually say this crazy. Okay, I tried. Fox did not like me to use that clip, even though I only used about 10 seconds. But basically, Skip went on and just gave it a little more detail that he's talking about Angel Reese as an offensive rebounder, that she felt that she was an even better offensive rebounder than Dennis Rodman because she gets some 50-50. She gets as many offensive rebounds as defensive rebounds. I think it was 5 offensive and 6 defensive in the All-Star game. So I'm just filling in this little bit just to let you know what just happened. Then we'll continue with the rest of the video. So again, you don't necessarily look at that as a positive with the 50-50 offensive rebounds because, again, a good percentage of them are her own layups. And just to make clear that this isn't an Angel Reese thing, it just happens to be Angel Reese. I will say this about Dennis Rodman that a lot of people forget. Dennis Rodman was an incredible defensive player, like all around defensive player. Like Dennis Rodman could guard you in the post if you wanted to post him up. Dennis Rodman could guard you out on the perimeter. He was a fantastic one-on-one defender out on the perimeter. And then, and I can't tell you the year at the moment in terms of his career, but then Dennis Rodman became obsessed with rebounding. And the reason I say obsessed is because that became his only thing. And anyone who's honest and watched Dennis Rodman play, or if you want to go back and analyze film, Dennis Rodman was actually a worse player overall for his team when his rebounding numbers got insane because Dennis Rodman stopped being the defensive player he was because he was much more interested in just running around and making sure he could get rebounds, stop playing really good defense, etc. And I would say he actually was not as good a player as he was when he was a good rebounder and was also focused on playing defense. He was an incredibly great defender, and like I said, versatile too, because he could defend anywhere. He could defend multiple positions. He could defend 20 feet from the basket. He could defend the post up, and then he got obsessed with rebounding. So not really the best comparison either, Skip, in that respect. Not something a lot of people talk about, but yeah, so that's an issue I have with Dennis Rodman. Although I do like his daughter as a soccer player. I don't know how she came from him, but yeah, she's fun to watch on the pitch. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Has Skip lost his mind? I believe he's done with Undisputed. I've been wanting to do a video on that, but it's been so busy, I haven't had the chance to do it. But I believe it's done. And I actually read somewhere he had days where the audience dropped as low as 50,000. I think, like 4 or 5 videos. Little old me has 4 or 5 videos with more than 50,000 views. So I want to know how Skip gets paid the way he does. I'm interested. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for checking out this video. Please like and subscribe. We got to get up. We got to get up to Skip numbers. And I will talk to you later.